A flood of interest.
Roy Petley is now internationally recognized and considers the Queen Mother to be one of his friends. Roy is in Dallas for only his second U.S. showing, and we are pleased to have Roy Petley with us this morning on Good Morning Texas. Roy, good morning.
Good morning.
So where were you when this royal person, and by the way, it was the Queen Mom, is that right?
The Duchess.
Duchess of Kent.
The Duchess of Kent. And where were you when the Duchess of Kent came by and saw you?
It was on the open air art exhibition in Piccadilly in London. And it's a place where artists show their work on a Sunday only. And this elegant lady came along and asked me about the work. And said she was interested in 4 watercolors. And then she negotiated a price without the frames and walked away. So I sat down. At that point, someone came along and asked me to do a drawing of them, a portrait. And then she returned about 10 minutes later with a check. So I gave her the watercolors without the frames and put the check in my pocket, not looking at it. And when I got home, I lived in Norfolk, there was just signed with a Christian name, Catherine. So I telephoned her bank thinking she'd forgotten her surname, and it turned out to be the Duchess of Kent.
Wow.
And then you were summoned by the Queen. What did you think when somebody came up and said, "You're summoned by the Queen"? Did you think it was a joke?
Well, I lived in Norfolk, and Sandringham was very close by, and I was asked to go along. I was in shock a bit. And I didn't have a suit to wear, so I had to go and get a suit, get smartened up, and scrub myself for a week. And,
Scrub yourself for a week. Good for you.
So I arrived with several paintings. Yes.
Wow. We have some of the lovely paintings here with us this morning. We thought we'd share some of them with you folks at home, and you can tell us about some of them. What about the one to my far right, Roy?
This is a girl sewing. It was, in fact, a girl was in a restaurant one day. I was sitting there, and I saw this image in the window, and I asked if she'd come and sit for me and model for me. And
Absolutely.
That arrived from that.
Yeah. Is that where you always get your inspiration from actually seeing something, or are there times when you just kind of imagine something or work off of a mood?
Well, it's atmosphere, really. I mean, it's a lighting or something about somebody or a place that one tries to get and take away from.
We have the shadow of my head here in this picture. Sorry about that. I'll lean back here, but this is lovely, this painting of Venice. Tell us about this.
Well, Venice is a very favourite place of mine to go and work. I usually work in watercolour, then they become oil paintings after that. So the sketches are usually in watercolour of Venice. And in the exhibitions there are a few watercolours of Venice as well.
Well, when you paint Venice, it should be in water, don't you think? Sorry.
Well, now
sorry.
there, a little artist humor there.
Yeah.
What about this place here? Is this a real place?
This is a restaurant in the Tuileries in Paris, and I took a studio last year for 3 months in Paris.
Yes.
And I worked there continuously on sketches of Paris, and this arrived from that work, really.
You just sit there in a cafe, or?
In the Tuileries, there's many restaurants there,
Yes.
in open-air restaurants,
Yes.
and they were done from small sketches there
Yes.
on this spot, and then worked up into a larger painting.
It's lovely.
What are the favorite paintings of the royal family?
Usually Norfolk, a lot of Norfolk scenes and some of the beach scenes.
Yes. Speaking of beach scenes, we have one behind you, and where is this?
This is in Norfolk. It's on the Waxham coast, North Norfolk, in England.
Just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. When did you get the hook to paint?
Well, I've always painted it from a child onwards, really. When I was 16, I went to art school for a term, then left and went to Italy and lived in Italy and drew portraits in the street at the age of 16 and worked from there.
You just picked up and went to Italy and painted?
Well, I always had a passion for the Renaissance period of art.
Yes.
And a beautiful young girl asked me if I'd like to go to Italy with her. And I couldn't refuse. I was 16 and free, more or less. Off I went.
For you.
Yeah.
Speaking of girls, there's 2 lovely girls here that you painted.
Yes, this is an image I've been working on for a while to arrive at that. There's different aspects of that. Those 2 girls together, different compositions. It's about spring becoming summer and all that.
Yeah. Do you give painting lessons to the royal family?
No, I've given painting lessons to the Duchess of Kent.
Oh, you have?
And Duchess of Norfolk, so yes, in the past, but that's a while back now.
Well, you don't want to paint their own things. You want them buying them from you.
No, I think it's nice that they try and develop what they're trying to do and enjoy that, you know.
Let's talk about what you're doing here, and you're going to have a showing here in Dallas. Is this true?
Yes, we've got a show opening on Thursday, and there's 70 works in it. There's a cross-section of work from drawings and watercolours and oils.
And where is this going to be?
It's at Victorian Gallery.
Victorian Gallery. And folks at home, you can get information on our viewer hotline about that. We'll give you some information on that. And I understand you're here for a while. You're here through the first week of June?
The show goes on, but I'm departing on Saturday.
Oh, are you? All
Yes,
right. Well,
yeah.
the show is here then. And are these paintings for sale?
Yes, they're for sale, yes.
Yeah. So you just come in and sign them, and do they cost more if you sign them again?
On the back or on the front?
Yeah, well, you tell me, Roy, I don't know.
No, it's,
No?
the image is an important thing. Really.
Yes.
The signature is only just part of it, really.
Do you ever paint abstract?
Occasionally, yes.
Do you enjoy that?
Yes, it's a release, because when I'm painting, it's a concentration, and to actually paint in a free way is a release from that tension of painting sometimes. Yeah.
Do you just get sick of painting? Are there days where you just don't want to get near a painting?
Or start one and don't finish it?
No, I either work intensely, many hours a day, or I don't work really, and I have periods I'm not doing painting at all.
Really?
So, yeah.
So if somebody said, let's go into the Louvre, and you've probably been to the Louvre a billion times, you still love it?
Yes, I adore it. I mean,
Yeah.
every painting has got a life, and you live with it. And it's like become old friends, really. You go back and visit them again and enjoy different elements of it.
Good for you. Good for you. Folks, once again, you can see Roy's work at the gallery here in Dallas, and the name of the gallery is the Victorian Gallery, and it's in downtown Dallas. The show is through the 6th, and you'll be here. You'll be, I assume, shaking and howdying, as we say here, with folks on Thursday.
Yes. Yes.
Well,
We
good deal.
enjoy it very much.
Well, Roy, thank you very much for being with us.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. This is absolutely beautiful, and he's going to leave a couple of these for us.
That's right.
Sure.
Isn't that
And
nice?
say hello to the Queen Mum when you get back, will you?
Are you going to take anything back with you from Texas? Are you going to like take a souvenir back?
I'm sure I will.
Yeah?
Yes, I'm searching for this beautiful young woman, this image I've got of a Texan gal.
Of a Texas gal.
And we also understand
Well,
you
there
want
we
to try. You got to buy some boots.
Yes, I'm looking for those.
Okay.
Yeah, good
Okay. There's
deal.
plenty of places that'll sell them to you. Thank
Okay.
you very much.